Hello and welcome to another demo review. This is Gorzum again. He's playing on Badwater against XDCK. So high team versus a Prem team. And so yeah, here we go. So just running Cloak and Dagger, which is what I prefer to do rather than try to ambi-snipe with the DR, because my aim isn't as good. With the Bicycle, you'll probably be trying to focus down the sniper rather than killing the medic, just because you'd want the knife rather than the Bicycle if you were going for the medic, first point at least. So just check the minigun now, just in case, that, especially when they're on offense. You want to check in the last 10 seconds. This is just one little thing to note. Call out the sniper in the bottom left, and call out any jumpers, who's on the cart and everything. So call the demos jumping. I assume you called for the detonation stickies, which is good. Call the heavies really low, but he's eating a sandwich now, so need to call that out so they don't bomb. Good sniper pick, opens up the sniper sight lines for the next 5 to 10 seconds for your sniper, so he can get aggressive onto their team. So that was worth it. Try to focus him down until he runs Razorback. If it's ETF12, and if it's not, then just try to focus him down the entire time. So sniper's on the left hand side again, so should be an easy declick. Unfortunately he was on fire, so he did actually fall back before you could kill him there. Cherry front debut, checking in the same position you're basically standing. You want to call out their soldiers on airstrike, because you just saw that. That's a off meta weapon that you should be calling out. Good sniper pick there, again opens up the sightline for your sniper. And you just want to get any combo pick at this point. Demo or medic is good, stops the push. Call the demo is really weak, and you can have your demo is your soldier bomb in and kill him. Sniper's a good pick again, because he's very easy to go for. Oh, good medic pick as well. Alright, so sniper was a good pick, medic was a good pick, and demo was a good pick. And you got the medic, which was probably the best pick there, because it's going to slow the push for the longest. Call their spy out is on Invis. He gets destroyed, walking into rockets. And here you want to go for the sniper, because the medic doesn't have an appreciable percentage, so you won't get too much of an advantage if you were to kill him. Demo or sniper are the best picks right now. Sniper's dead, so I'd just stay alive, to be honest. No point going. Good checking of the overcharge. I would just stay alive and make sure that you can call out where the sniper is. That's probably the most important piece of information, along with the overcharge. I don't know why you're so close to the medic there. That was silly, standing so close. You're very likely to bump into him. And I'd be going for the sniper. Your sniper just got sniped, so you need to go kill their sniper. Yeah, so the sniper just killed your heavy as well. So you need to be, and that's probably allowed them to enter for free. Good medic pick. Missed the original stab, but followed it up with the actual kill on the medic. You weren't actually spotted there, I don't think, by the heavy. But yeah, so you wanted to actually kill the sniper there, because your sniper got killed by him. So he was able to just wander up and kill another of your teammates. Good heavy pick. Enables you to have your flank on roof, because you've cleared out roof along with your pyro. your medic died to a direct hit soldier. So right now you could be going for a medic pick, and that would be very good. But you should also be trying to go for their sniper, good medic pick, and good pyro pick as well. You really want to go for their sniper, because he is currently killing a lot of your team. Good heavy pick, good soldier pick. He was low. The heavy was low. Heavy had your back to. Heavy had his back to you. 2 free picks, definitely worth it. But you do need to kill this sniper, because he is currently killing a lot of your team, uncontested. He's one of the biggest picks, whether your sniper is up or not, and if your sniper is down, he is worth even more. So I would definitely be going towards spoiler for the sniper pick. I would also be trying to work out what their Uber percentage is, so I'd definitely be looking at the medic there. Soldier killing the sniper for you, which is very good. It means that you can just take your time and gather as much information as you need. I'm not seeing you look at HP too much. That would be very useful for your team to know. Good heavy, good soldier pick. And here you want to go decloak onto the sniper and kill him. Nice, good job. 3 very good picks. But I do want to see you looking at HP and Uber percentages more. Just so that if you do see someone who has low HP, you can call it out, and hopefully a soldier might be able to bomb onto them. I don't know how you weren't spotted by the heavy there, but you made the most of it, and you did kill the heavy. Good pick. Dominating him, which is very good. Good sign. You just didn't move out of the way of the roller. I'm not sure why. You need to be paying more attention to to that. You might have been Steam messaging or typing on chat or something, I don't know, but if you weren't and you just missed it, then that's just a bit bad. Not a huge thing, but nothing too much was going on. You call out they Ubered there? I assume you did. Call out where the sniper is? I assume you did, seeing as your soldier bombed onto him. Just as you were looking at him. Good heavy pick. And I would actually be decloaking and trying to kill that engineer, just so it frees up the car. Good engineer pick. I would have also actually gone for the demo pick. You might have been able to get it. Good evasion of the pyro after your bicycle had, don't know what you would call it, been melted. Unfortunately, you decloaked. I wouldn't have decloaked though, because even though you do have the ammo, and if I had decloaked, I would have gone towards the ramp rather than staying in that same spot. But you're likely to be heard, and he's not likely to miss you again. So I think that was a bit careless decloaking there. A bit careless taking a bit of full damage, not a huge thing, but you might be heard or seen by doing that. But it doesn't matter too much in that situation. And here, you kind of just want sniper pick really, just so that your team can hold aggressively on the ramp without having to fear too much. So their sniper goes down to your sniper, which is good. Call out that they are in tyres. They have Uber in tyres. And sorry, excuse me. And they'll be pushing when their demo is up, I imagine. So any combo pick here is good. Cool that they're going back towards main. Just make sure that your team knows where the team is. So they use their Uber charge. Unfortunately, you probably would have got the drop there. Probably would have got the drop there if your team hadn't been spamming and forced the med there. But you know, force there was basically as good as a drop, because your team would have had a much better overcharge. Unfortunately, your team does seem to lose a lot of players, and that's very unlucky. Just dying to the jumping soldier. Not much you could do about that. But yeah, so you probably would have got the drop, so that was a very good decloak. Just a bit unfortunate on the spam forcing the medic before you could get to him. So I'm not sure why they're not pushing the cart. In this situation, you do want to run Dead Ringer, if it's allowed. Just because you might get a couple of extra seconds onto the clock by dead ringing on the cart, getting to the cart, dead ringing on the cart, undead ringing on the cart, might gain you an extra 2 seconds, and that 2 seconds could make all the difference.
Mission begins in 60 seconds.
So, running the same loadout, you will be going for a sap, most likely, because going for a drop with the bicycle on first point is you usually get set on fire when decloaking, or going towards the medic on first, because it's such a small area.
Mission begins in 30 seconds.
So, with this loadout you want to be going for a sap, generally. You also don't want to ignore the teleporter, because that teleporter does allow the enemy team to be a lot more aggressive with their first hold and get a lot more time out of it. So don't neglect sapping that teleporter and taking it out.
5, 4,
But the sentry gun is your prime target,
1.
along with the sniper. You need to call out that sniper. You should have been able to see him there, and call him out on the rock. There is actually a little jump you can do up towards the sentry gun nest without having to go all the way around as you did, which you might want to learn. You're just a bad decloak timing there. Demo had stopped spamming because he was going to turn around. You wanted to wait until he weren't looking at you. He was not looking at you, and you were more likely to be successful for that. It's just something to know. You need to know when they're gonna stop looking the other way. Sniper pick is very good if you can get to it. Unfortunately, he must have heard you, and Durante bushwhacker comboed you, which is slightly unfortunate, but that's the thing with the cloak and dagger. It's slightly louder than the Invis watch, so you can hear it easier. You want to be spamming out that sniper. You could have possibly actually got him killed much faster than he got killed there, just by spamming him with the étranger. And here you just want to go for a sap, good sap timing, and get out of there. Actually, you want to sap that teleporter as well. Unfortunately, the sniper got through before, but you do manage to kill him and the pyro. Good job on cleaning up there. Good prioritisation of the teleporter as well. So their team wipes, so you just want to get your team on cart. In this situation I would actually, seeing as they wiped, I would say to your NG, hey, I can get on cart, you go forward, and put a sentry forward. That's what I would say to the engineer. The spy is not as big of a class for taking space as the engineer, so I would actually prefer having the spy on the cart rather than the NG. Good play to stay in the same space as you were blinked there, because they were likely to spam the HP and ammo. Unlucky on the stab. You just need to do. How come we got a Jurassic maybe? Probably. Yeah. So just need to predict his movement better. It's not much else you could do with that. So your sniper's gone down, your medic has gone down, and so their sniper's dead. and their medic is alive. So right now you want to be going for their medic, just to make sure that they don't have an overcharge advantage. Cloaking slightly too late there. So you were spotted by the soldier. Good soldier pick opens up the boiler room. I would actually be going for the sentry gun rather than the medic here. I didn't realise that the engineer did not have a dispenser up. You can hear the dispenser going up, so I definitely would have been going for the sentry gun there. The heavy is not as big of a pick as the sentry gun, because now, on this point at least, just because now you don't really have a plan to get to that sentry gun without destroying the dispenser. I mean, you can do the Badwater jump, but it's a lot harder than it was than just walking up the stairs, as you had done before. So their spy gets your medic, their sniper gets your sniper, so you want to get the sentry gun, the medic, and the sniper. Not necessarily all in one, but that's just the 3 picks that are good right now. And they're all holding up top. So if you hadn't gone for that medic pick, that heavy pick, you would have been able to kill that sentry gun, and you'd only have 2 things to do, really. And you are also likely to be up there anyway, because you would have likely killed their dispenser, and if you had died, you would spawn before the engineer would have done, and then you would have been able to get back there by walking anyway, most likely. So by not going for that sentry gun and going for the heavy instead and dying, you've actually put yourself in a really tough spot to kill this dispenser. You need to stay alive here, so killing the dispenser would be worth it, but you didn't even kill the dispenser there. The medic spots you when you were decloaking. There, you just want to go for the sniper rather than try to evade, because the scout's got milk and he's likely to hit you, and the sniper's a big pick anyway. So your medic dies again. You need to kill their medic and their sentry gun. So again, not killing that gun has put you in a tough spot still, seeing as you didn't. I would have definitely shot that dispenser to make sure it had gone down. And now they're holding on it, so you can't actually get to the dispenser. So there's not much you can do. At this point, I would actually probably be going for the Badwater jump on the boiler to the kind of like, don't want to call it the hut, the house kind of thing. Just because there's not really any other way you can get to the dispenser, the sentry gun, and the medic and the combo. There's not. I mean, if you don't know what I mean, I will show you, but I think that's generally your only option at this point, because you're just you're trying to do the same thing over and over again, and it's just not working. So you need to change it up and actually try something else. Oh yeah, I will show what I mean by the jump, just in case any of the viewers don't know whether you do or not. But seeing as you aren't going for it, yeah, you need to be. I assume you called out the sniper there, but the medic just didn't react in time. But if you, the spy does need to call out the sniper in that situation. So the pyro is flaming around everywhere. You can't really do too much. Good pyro pick actually opens up a few options for you. I definitely kill this sniper. You need to call that he's going down onto tracks, and you don't want to redisguise there. Just because there's not really much point, unless you're a slower disguise. To redisguising as a spy would have been alright, I suppose. I don't know what you were at the time though. So you've managed to kill 4 of them. This is probably your best time, seeing as you forced out the overcharge as well, to try to enter and do something. A decloak by the dispenser. good sniper pick. And your team should be able to push this, I would suggest, seeing as you are in and you have numbers advantage. It's really now or never for your team. So you need to call out that spy. Yeah, good, called it out. And you also need to edge that cart forward a little bit, I think. Or kill the gun. You stood still there. And the engineer would be able to get to you before you would be able to get to the gun. So in that situation, I probably would have tried to... I would decloak in the same spot, but then I would also move to the right to put the gun between the engineer and me, because you're then more likely to be able to get the sap. So this is just dead time. If it weren't, then that's a good decloak. And yeah, unfortunate on the heavy spotting you, so the medic would be turning around. But yeah, it's a pretty good game. You started off your defense was very good. Your offense was not quite as strong. The first point was good. Third, there wasn't really a second push at all. But the third point, you kind of boxed yourself into doing not much for the third point because you didn't go and kill the gun when you had the opportunity. You tried to kill the heavy instead. But that said, you played pretty well. Your defense is very good. Just need to work on that offensive third push. It is very hard as a spy on the third push to do much. But I will actually... Oh, is it stop? End demo? Stop demo? Right. I will actually show you what jump I'm on about at this review. So, what you can do, now that you are the same speed as a medic, because you didn't used to be able to do this jump, because you used to be too slow. But you can just about make it as a medic, and the spy is the same speed as a medic now. You can just about make that if you time it right. So if you practice this jump, then if you are able to make it, which I promise you it is possible, but it's very difficult. I'm not great at it. But if you do practice it, and you do manage to make it in a scrim or a match, then it does make getting the third point getting a good position on the third point a lot easier. One thing you can also do to make it easier to get up there is run dead ringer, come through boiler, and get your soldier to spam so that you can enter with a large dead ringer charge, and then you'll be able to make this jump a lot easier than you can without it. By like taking heavy bullets or whatever as you're entering. But yeah, you can just about make it. I'm not very good at the jump because I haven't practiced it at all. But you can just about make it. I probably should practice this, to be honest. It's very tight. You can just about make it, I don't know. But yeah, so thank you for watching this review. I hope this helped. And if you want your demo reviewed, then just post in the comments below. And yeah, I'll see you next time.